Good evening and welcome everybody to this evening's No Wrong Path to Industry event, hosted in collaboration with the Scottish Government, the SQA, Young.scot and employers. It's great that so many of you from right across the country have been able to tune into this event from your homes. And a very warm welcome to those of you who have joined previous events, as well as to those of you who are tuning in for the first time. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Rob Woodward. I'm the chair of the Developing the Young Workforce National Employer Forum, and I'm the former chief executive of STV. I also chair Glasgow Caledonian University, as well as the UK's Met Office. Let me start off just by saying a couple of words about DYW and why it was established. So it was formed back in 2014 in order to improve the prospects for Scotland's young people, to reduce youth unemployment and improve the links between employers, schools and young people. And I've been lucky enough to have been involved since the beginning. And we've made great progress with DYW groups, now active in every corner of the country. Employers wanted to have improved direct access to young people, and that's exactly what DYW is here to do. But clearly, the impact of COVID-19 and the expected downturn in our economy will add to the challenges. DYW is here for you, and we've moved quickly to establish DYW Online, enabling us to continue to connect young people, schools, and employers, even though our schools have been closed since March. As you will be aware, today is Scottish Exam Results Day, and we recognise that some young people may be a bit disheartened by their exam results, particularly in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic and all the disruption that that has caused. As part of our wider DYW No Wrong Path campaign, today's event aims to demonstrate to many that there is no obvious traditional path to getting there. We hope to reassure young people on this hugely important day that when they receive their exam results, that there truly is no wrong path into the world of work. Before we get started, I wanted to touch on some points about the overall format of this evening. So the event is scheduled to last approximately 30 minutes. You're going to hear from a range of experts, including employers, throughout the event. As the event is broadcast, there isn't going to be the opportunity for live Q&A, but if you do submit comments or questions, then we will endeavour to answer them after the event. So now to an overview of this evening's session. We've got some fantastic contributors, and I'm absolutely delighted to say that this includes the First Minister, Nicola Sturgeon, as well as Young.scot, the SQA, and a range of employers. He'll be talking to you about the options that are available to young people and emphasising that exam results are not necessarily the key to unlocking your future success. You'll be provided with information about where you can go for further support and advice, which is vital on such an important day. And we hope by the end of tonight's session that you feel reassured that regardless of the barriers and the challenges that young people might face, that there are lots of pathways available to helping young people to achieve their ultimate career destination. On that note, it's my pleasure to introduce our first speaker of this evening, and I'm absolutely delighted that the First Minister, Nicola Sturgeon, has taken the time to provide this evening's keynote address. Over to you, First Minister.
Thank you very much, Rob. I'm grateful to you, to the Employer Forum members, to the regional leads and to all the different partners involved in developing the young workforce. Most of all, I want to say a very special thank you to all of the young people, parents and carers who are joining us for this event. I know that for those of you receiving exam results, this will have been a long and very intense day, so I appreciate your taking part. For all of us, the period when we leave school and decide what to do next can be really daunting. It's now more than 30 years since I left Greenwood Academy in Ayrshire, and I remember at the time being quite excited about moving on. But I also felt sad about leaving and more than a little bit nervous about the future. I'm sure that, especially today, many of you will be feeling similar emotions. But of course, this experience will be much more difficult for you than it was for me. COVID-19 has made the past few months incredibly tough. You've all had to adapt to new forms of learning, and you've missed out on the usual end of school experience. And you're now having to think about your future in a time of economic crisis. That's really difficult, especially given how much you've all put into your school years. So I'm determined to ensure that as you start out on your career, you do get the support and the opportunities that you need. For example, the Scottish Government has committed to a jobs guarantee for young people. We're working closely with industry and the third sector to deliver that guarantee as quickly as possible. Through developing the young workforce, we're also giving school leavers the chance to take part in an online skills academy. More information about that and other support can be found at the website www.dyw.scot. And of course, we're also holding events like this one. They're designed to help you understand the different options for starting out, and they give you the chance to hear directly from a range of different professionals about their own career journeys. The overall message we want to send is that there are no wrong paths to career success. However you did in your exams and however you might be feeling about your results right now, this is just the start. You have plenty of options, and there will always be many opportunities ahead. So I hope you find this event useful, and I want to congratulate all of you once again on your achievements this year, and let me wish all of you the very best for the future.
Thank you, First Minister, for sharing your own valuable insights. One of the key lessons is that I hope it helps everybody realise that there are many different pathways to help reach your career goals. I'd now like to introduce our next speaker for this evening, Fiona Robertson. She is Chief Executive of the Scottish Qualifications Authority, the SQA. It sits at the heart of our education system and is an organisation with two main roles. Firstly, accreditation, and secondly, awarding qualifications. Fiona is going to provide an update on the exam results process, which I'm sure is something that everybody would like to hear more about. Over to you, Fiona.
Hello, I'm Fiona Robertson, SQA Chief Executive and Scotland's Chief Examining Officer. I want to congratulate you on what you've achieved today. I realise this has been a very unsettling time for you and your families, but you can have confidence that your hard work has been recognised and rewarded through our qualification system this year as in any year. I'm delighted to say that we've seen an increase in the numbers of young people achieving our wide range of vocational qualifications today, such as SQA awards, Skills for Work courses, National Progression Awards and National Certificates. And many of you have also achieved a foundation apprenticeship. These form part of a broad range of qualifications, so critical to developing Scotland's young workforce programme that prepares you for the workplace and gives you the skills that employers are looking for. They will help you reach your full potential as you progress from your school studies through to college, university, apprenticeships, other learning, training or employment. If you feel you have not got the results you'd hoped for, or if you feel uncertain about your next steps, please speak to your school or college in the first instance. Our appeals process is now available to review grades for National 5, Higher and Advanced Higher courses if your school or colleges wishes to question your results. This will be based on a review of the evidence of your work throughout the year. I would like to thank schools and colleges who have worked so hard in challenging circumstances to provide us with their assessment of your work for these vocational courses and with estimates for your exam subjects. Without this, we would not have been able to certificate today. If you have any questions about your certificate, our candidate advice line is available and Skills Development Scotland's advice line is also open. Everyone at SQA sends you their very best wishes. Well done.
Thank you, Fiona, for that really insightful update. It was great to hear about the support and the advice that the SQA can offer during this unprecedented time, including information about the exam helpline. I hope that you all found that update useful. It's now my pleasure to introduce you to our next speaker, Louise Macdonald, Chief Executive of young.scot. Many of you will be aware that young.scot is Scotland's national youth information service, and some of you at home may even have heard Louise talking at our very first Scotland's Biggest Parents evening at the beginning of July. Louise is here to make us aware of the support available to young people now that the results are out, including information on how to maintain emotional well-being at this important time in their lives. A very warm welcome to you, Louise.
Hi everybody, I hope you're well today. My name's Louise Macdonald and I'm the Chief Executive at young.scot, the National Youth Information Agency for young people aged 11 to 26 across Scotland. Now, shortly after the start of lockdown, we quickly realised that young people were going to be one of the most affected groups by this pandemic. And of course, the closing of schools meant that you couldn't sit your exams and that cast some doubt over your planned next steps. Now that the exam results are out, we fully understand that some of you might not have got the results that you were hoping for. And although it might feel tough and disappointing right now, please keep in mind that there are so many options out there for you, and the exam results aren't always the key to unlocking your future. Take a look at the hashtag #NoWrongPath. It really is worth checking out, because you can find out lots of information about people with really interesting jobs and careers who've not taken a straight, obvious or traditional path to get there. And please do check out our young.scot website. There you can find dedicated information and support to help you now that the results are out. It's also really important right now to look after your emotional well-being, as times like these can be really tough. Thanks to Scottish Government support, we recently launched I Feel, AYE Feel, our dedicated emotional wellbeing section on young.scot. It contains information and resources to help you understand that it's perfectly okay to be dealing with fear, uncertainty, anger and sadness during such difficult circumstances. The site has quality assured information, expert advice, content made by young people for young people on things like how to improve your sleep, which is really important for you right now, managing stress, productive ways to spend your time online, and coping with conflict. Also, if you or one of your friends needs a bit more emotional support, it's always good to know who to talk to, because it's vital that you do talk to people about how you're feeling if it's all feeling a bit too much. This could be someone in your family, another friend, a support worker, your GP, or by calling a helpline. The site has lots of information about who you can contact, whether by phone, email or text. The most important thing is that you reach out and you talk and you get the support that you need from the services that are out there for you. So please do take a look at young.scot to find out more. And you can also follow us on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. We're basically on every social channel and we'd love to see you there. Thanks very much for listening, everybody, and take care.
Thank you so much, Louise, for sharing that valuable information with us. And I hope that everybody now knows where to source further information, advice, and support. We're now going to move to our final part of this evening's event, No Wrong Path Insights from Employers. You're going to hear short insights from a wide range of employers about their own career journeys, from the day that they left school to the careers that they've ended up carving out. Each employer has faced a unique set of challenges and opportunities which they have overcome to get to where they are today. The important message that they will convey is that there really is no wrong path.
Moving on to the next stage of life from school is an exciting time, a chance to make your own decisions about the rest of your life. Maybe you'll leave home to go to university or college or start earning as you learn. It's a real opportunity, but it can be a daunting time too. Your options are almost unlimited and it can be hard to decide what to do next. Try to break it down into manageable steps. What's the first step you need to take to start the rest of your life? For some careers, your first step will be obvious, but for other jobs and careers, there are many routes that will take you from where you are now to where you would like to be. If you know anything about developing the young workforce, you'll know that there is no wrong path. You'll also know that not very many of us end up doing the jobs we started out in. Just ask around and you might be surprised at the varied careers some people have had. So if you don't yet know which direction that you would like to take, don't worry about it too much.
Hi guys, I am Anna Devitt and I am the founder of Comedy and Confidence. For the No Wrong Path movement, what my question is how do you go from being expelled from high school to attending dinner with Michelle Obama? The answer is hard work, determination, building your resilience and knowing your own worth. I got expelled from high school at a young age due to having some mental health difficulties. I then got discovered later in life that I was massively dyslexic when I did my HNC. Then I became a comedian and looked at the power in laughter and built up a whole company that uses comedy to combat mental health. The No Wrong Path campaign is all about education and how we get to where we want to be. Where you want to be is the path that you want to take. There is so many options now out there and lots of organisations are offering creative, practical education. Education can be an enlightening experience if you decide to engage with it. So, for No Wrong Path, take your path, go forth and stay fabulous.
Hi there, my name is Greg Winter and I'm a paramedic with the Scottish Ambulance Service based in Elgin. After I left school, I had numerous jobs, including pool lifeguard, healthcare support worker, and a brief stint fitting car windscreens. In 2015, I joined the ambulance service as a trainee ambulance technician, and in January this year, qualified as a paramedic, having attended university in Glasgow. I would say to young people about to go through exams at the moment, don't worry if you don't have a career path in mind right now. If you do, that's great, and I would encourage you to pursue it. But if you're looking to get into work, find something you enjoy with some transferable skills you can bring to your chosen career in the future. Learning is a lifelong process, and you'll get there in the end. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mandy Hawley and I am a health visitor for the NHS. A health visitor is someone that looks at the health and development of children from birth until 5 years old. I left school with some standard grades, no hires and no clue about what I wanted to do career-wise. At 16 years old, I found out I was pregnant and thought that my future didn't look great. I got myself a part-time job as a carer, and it was there that I decided that I'd be quite interested in becoming a nurse. I attended a local university open day, and even though I didn't have the qualifications, I had background experience in caring and I also had life experience, so that went in my favour. I just want to tell young people that there is no wrong path of getting to the career that you wish to do, and as long as you keep motivated and positive, you'll get there.
Hi, I'm Chris Thomas, CEO of Incovo, and I'm here today to talk about DYW's No Wrong Path campaign and why it's important to remember that whether you sit exams or you don't sit exams, it doesn't define your success and how far you can go in the workplace. To give you some background about me, my dad passed away when I was 18 years old and I inherited Incovo with, at the time, no business experience, no qualifications, and today Incovo turns over £1 million and we're growing each year and we employ 10 people. So it's important to remember not to stress about exams and that no matter what happens, there's no wrong path, and how successful you can become in the workplace. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Junaid Ashraf. I am the founder of the Melting Scot, a platform that is here to empower the voices of BAME Scots living within Scotland to share their experience. I think there is a fantastic initiative being run by the Developing the Young Workforce to showcase that there is no wrong paths to finding a career for young people, especially for ethnic minority Scots who were certainly pushed towards some traditional roles. And personally, I started off a career towards mechanical engineering, ended up in finance, and now work within the third sector in politics. Just to highlight that there is no wrong path, and everybody has a unique career path that they'll go towards.
Hi, I started life as a beauty therapist and I'm now the Principal and Chief Executive of Borders College. When I was at school I wanted to be a fashion designer. I had a place at university which I didn't take. Instead I studied beauty therapy and went off and travelled the world. It's the learning that took place during this time that I still apply in my job today. Communication skills, flexibility, a creative mindset and problem solving. I also became a lifelong learner and since then I've achieved a degree, a postgraduate diploma and a master's degree in business administration. So it doesn't matter what your starting point is, there is no wrong path, there's only your path.
Hi, my name's Duncan Pennycook, and rather than go from high school straight into university, I decided to do an apprenticeship at Lloyds Banking Group in project management. I decided to do an apprenticeship because growing up in my final years of high school, I became a young carer for my terminally ill mum. This meant I was in school less and less and meant I had to get used to more hands-on learning. Doing an apprenticeship was the best decision I ever made because now 2 years in I've completed the apprenticeship with a distinction and I've gained lots of transferable skills and confidence in general.
Hi, my name is Andy Cahoon. I'm the CEO of Dewson Babcock based in Renfrew, where I've worked for the last 35 years. When I left school in 1985, I started my career as a technical apprenticeship, working in the manufacturing facility. In completion of my apprenticeship, I was then fortunate to be sponsored by the company as part of their further education programme, where I completed a degree in mechanical engineering and then followed this with an executive MBA. When I started in 1985, did I know this is where I'd be today? Not at all. And when you get your exam results, if they haven't worked out the way you want, please understand there is no wrong path to your future career journey. Working across various departments and industry sectors together with grasping new opportunities to improve my knowledge of the business provided me with a valuable experience that enabled me to become the CEO of Dewson Babcock. So good luck everyone, wherever your career path takes you.
No wrong path to me means you don't have to know what you want to do when you leave school. It's all about the learning and experience that you get along the way. Before ODX, I had no experience in medical devices or life sciences, but it's taught me that as long as you have the fundamentals and a passion for what you do, then it all falls into place.
My first real job was in commercial fishing, at sea, chucking out creels like these for 3 years. And then I retrained while I was setting up my own bed and breakfast business. I am now a senior manager at West Highland College, and my advice to you is there is no wrong path. Have the right work attitude, enjoy the work that you're doing, and never stop learning.
I hope that you found those insights from employers to be both informative and inspiring, and I'd like to thank each of them for taking the time to share their career journeys with us this evening. In fact, it's now time to extend my thanks once again to all of our speakers for their insights, which I hope that everybody at home has found useful. It's been great to hear from such a wide range of speakers, and I really hope that you found the messages this evening helpful, particularly for those of you who are just leaving school or college and is now starting to prepare your own career journey. I wanted to finish off by highlighting that you can find more information about the No Wrong Path campaign on our national website, www.dyw.scot. The campaign will be running throughout the rest of the week, and you'll find many more inspirational stories being shared across our social media channels. You can also find a range of further information and resources on the dyw.scot website, including details about each of the Scotland's biggest Parents' Evening broadcasts. You will also be able to access the eDYW Digital Hub, which contains a suite of useful information for young people. I'm also delighted to announce that a series of live webinars will run for young people from Monday the 24th of August for 5 days. These Up to You events will include conversation and live Q&A with employers, young people, and specialists from different pathways young people can take. We hope that these events will support young people to find the next step in their #NoWrongPath journey. Find out more at dyw.scot/up-to-you. As I referenced at the beginning of this event, this session was the third out of 4 in a series, and I would encourage everybody who took part in today's session to sign up to our final event. It's going to take place on Tuesday the 15th of September at 7 p.m. More information about how to sign up is available on our dyw.scot website. Finally, I'd like to extend a huge thank you to you, everybody at home, who's taken the time to join us for this evening's session. I look forward to seeing you again at our next event. In the meantime, look after yourselves and remember that DYW and all of the organisations that you've seen represented this evening are here to help you. Good night and see you again soon.